It's Wednesday, which means on Wednesday we look at stats. And there's been some movement and some interesting movement as well, because Rantanen's 10 goals and 30 assists for 40 points puts him well and ahead right now. The only one who's close to him is Nathan McKinnon, his line mate, who has 17 goals and 20 assists for 37 points. McDavid's 13 goals and 20 assists are good for 33 points and third place. Kucherov, 9 goals, 24 assists, 33 points for him. And Mitch Marner, 6 goals, 27 assists, 33 points for him. So 3 guys tangled up with the 33 points. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Mitch Marner's totals with the return of Matthews, how that affects him positively, negatively, or at all. Braden Point, 18 goals, 14 assists. He's still in the conversation. Duchesne, 11 goals, 20 assists. And there's Evgeny Malkin hanging out with 9 goals, 21 assists for 30 points. He's been dropping, though. To be honest, his points over the last, say, 10 games haven't been tremendous, and there are other guys passing him. Goals leaders, Skinner, Laine, Pastrnak. Those are your goal leaders with 19. Laine's very streaky. Skinner's been on a nice hot streak for a while. I think it's 7 games in a row now he's had a goal. Pastrnak looked like he might be running away with it at one point. Not anymore. Ovechkin and Point, 18 goals each. And what affects Pastrnak, too, is that his regular center, Patrice Bergeron, is out for a while. For at least, I think it's at least 3 more weeks. Your leading scorers for defensemen, Chabot, 7 goals, 22 assists. Ottawa Senators, he's the leader. It's kind of strange because meanwhile Carlson's got 2 goals and 13 assists for San Jose. Riley, 8 goals, 19 assists. Carlson, 5 goals, 21 assists. Burns, 3 goals, 22 assists. And Giordano, 2 goals and 20 assists. And in the event of voting right now on a winner of the Norris Trophy, I wouldn't be surprised to see Chabot in the conversation, Riley in the conversation, Carlson, and Burns. And this is why when people bring up, Petrie and other defensemen, I say, it's just, you can only have 3 nominees, and it's pretty hard to beat the guys who are tops in points. And I know that's not a great measure of defensemen, but that's usually what it comes down to at the end of the year. Rookies, by request, rookies, we'll look at this. And I want to look at this week. And other weeks I resisted it because now we've got something to talk about. Peterson leads the way. Peterson. 21 games, 13 goals, 8 assists, 21 points. So he had 10 goals in his first 10 games. He's had 3 in the last 11. Patterson slowed down by a lot. I think expectations were too high as recently as 3 weeks ago. And now we're into a more realistic number. But here comes Brady Tkachuk. 14 games, 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points. Tkachuk is heating up while Pettersson slows down and cools off. And if Tkachuk can stay healthy all year from here on, I would not be surprised to see him win the Calder. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Colin White, 24 games, 7 goals, 9 assists. Brett Howden, 24 games, 4 goals, 9 assists. And there's the other in the 3 that I think could be Calder. 25 games, 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points for Rasmus Dahlin. So those are the 3 that I think if you had the voting right now, those would be the top 3. And it's funny because just a week ago I was reading predictions based on where we're at the quarter mark, and everybody was picking Pettersson as Rookie of the Year. They had, I think, 17 voters on NHL.com, and all of them picked Pettersson for first. And I thought, well, yeah, but we play a full season, not a quarter. So Tkachuk is doing exactly what I thought he might be able to do. And it's showing that Brady Tkachuk is what he was advertised as. He is NHL ready, and he is probably a little more talented than his brother. He is ahead of where his brother was at this stage. So as good as Matt Tkachuk is, Brady could be even better, which is just terrifying for teams in that division. And that's why, when he was drafted by Ottawa, I said this is a great pick for Ottawa. It gives them exactly what they need up front. Your wins leaders, Freddie Anderson, 13. Marc-Andre Fleury, 13. Carter Hutton with 12 is now up there. And Pekka Rinne with 10. Yes, Freddie Anderson right now, likely, if there was Vezina voting, would likely win it. Your save percentage leaders, Pekka Rinne with 938, might be the one who could stop Anderson. Halak, 936, but Anderson with a 932, and considering the amount of shots he faces, plus the perception, whether it's true or it's not, that Nashville has this fantastic defense and Toronto's has some issues on it. Regardless of how right or wrong that is, I think that would give Anderson the nod right now. And McElhinney with a .930 save percentage for Carolina. Thank you, waiver wire, right? And Riddick also has a .930. Shutouts, Marc-Andre Fleury with 5. He's on pace for a lot. I don't think he's going to end up with 15 plus, but you just never know. Kincaid, 3 shutouts for him. Rookie goaltenders. Linus Ullmark, 5-0-1 record, 2.52 goals against, .926 save percentage. Calvin Peterson in LA, 4-3 record, 2.46 goals against, .927 save percentage. And Garrett Sparks, 4-1 record, 2.57 goals against, .924 save percentage. It seems to be a stronger group of rookie goaltenders this year than last year. Milestones. I want to talk a little bit about milestones that are upcoming. Brooks Orpik is at 992 games. Daly, 991. Goals, Bergeron, 298. So much like Orpik, who's injured for Washington, Bergeron's injured for Boston. Kopitar, 297 in the goals range. Assists, Yandel has 397. And Jonathan Toews has 392. Points, Getzlaf's at 892, so he's closing in on 900. And Jonathan Toews has 695, so he's closing in on 700. And goaltenders, for wins, Carey Price is at 293, and so is the soon-to-return Jonathan Quick. And, of course, Quick's return could affect how many games Peterson starts from here, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And if Peterson was the starter from here, maybe he gets into the conversation for the Calder by the end of the year as well. So there you go. This week's Stats Leaders. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.